The Tara Sharma Show is a platform to discuss topical family, parenting, women's and children's issues with a view to helping bring about positive change. On our season finale, a tete-a-tete with the superstar actor Aamir Khan and his wonderful wife Kiran Rao on issues close to their heart.
I think each one of us can contribute in our own way, and you can bring about a small change also in somebody else's life. That will be a great thing.
Miracles are just possible because you want to do it. The power of working together, coming together as a community is what I've really been affected by.
An interaction with individuals whose actions are helping make a difference.
I think, Tara, it's very important to defocus from ourselves and see how we can improve some people's life in whatever we are qualified to do.
My only advice would be never compromise on your passion. You make mistakes and learn from them. Don't be shy of making mistakes.
And we look back at some of our efforts to help bring about positive change. This is going to go to Tata Memorial. Live life. That's great.
Make a difference.
Yes. As I always say, I'm no expert, I'm no big star, I'm no big organization who can bring about sweeping change. But I really believe, and in fact even our kids say it all the time, that each person can do something, even if it's small, to help bring about positive change. We have with us a super duper couple, not just here in India, but globally a really well-known couple, a fantastic superstar actor, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri, a fantastic son, a fantastic father, and a fantastic husband, the amazing Aamir Khan, who's doing so much to help bring about positive change. Thank you so much, Aamir, for being here. And of course, with him, we have his amazing wife, who's also a fantastic director, producer, a wonderful mother, and a wonderful wife, the amazing Kiran Rao. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
So as you know, this is our finale. It's all about helping bring about positive change. And I honestly, genuinely believe you guys are doing so much beyond just your own world. So just very briefly, if you could maybe just tell us a little bit about what you think each person can do, because obviously not everyone has the ability to do something on a mass scale, but as individuals, do you think that each person can actually help?
Certainly, I think each one of us can contribute, and each one of us ideally should contribute, and in our own way, to the extent that you feel you can.
Yeah.
And you can bring about a small change also in somebody else's life. That will be a great thing. So I think each one of us can do our bit. And you can decide for yourself how you can do that and what is it that you would like to do.
Absolutely. Like, I think some people can give money, some people can give time. Some people, like you, have a voice who can really raise awareness about causes.
Everybody has a voice. You don't have to be a celebrity to have a voice.
But I think when you're a celebrity and you have perhaps a louder voice, and if you use it to raise awareness for causes and to actually help make a change, you can also do so much. And Kiran, is there anything you feel really passionately about that change needs to be brought about for?
I think what we're doing with Pani Foundation, trying to make a difference in watershed management in Maharashtra, trying to work towards a drought-free state, is something that has really impacted me personally a lot. When I see people come together to solve an issue on the ground, and when you see that actually miracles are just possible because you want to do it. People all decide that they want to do it. I think that the power of intention, the power of working together, coming together as a community is what I've really been affected by in the work of Pani Foundation. And I think that's what I feel is really a passion for
That's
both
what we are both working on right now.
Yeah. And it's
for the
fantastic.
last more than a year. Yeah.
So coming to Dr. Firoza, who of course is a saint, would you like to say something about her?
Well, Dr. Firoza is someone who's one of the most amazing people that I've met. And she's made such a big difference in people's lives, Being a parent is one of the biggest joys that you can experience in life.
Yes.
Being a father, being a mother. Unfortunately, there are a lot of us who are unable to have a child.
Yeah.
For various reasons, for medical reasons. And to give these people hope and to bring joy in their lives in the form of a child through IVF, through surrogacy, etc., is something that has really impacted lives over the years. So the work she's done is commendable. She's really brought joy to so many lives.
A lot of women and a lot of families have trouble conceiving, have trouble having children, and then it's actually so depressing and so debilitating that it affects you in many other ways, It affects your confidence, it affects your ability to be positive.
Yeah.
And Firoza has the ability really to give you a sense of comfort, to give you a sense that it's okay to be worried, it's okay to be feeling nervous about things. You always feel like you're in really good hands. And I think very few doctors are able to do that without trying hard. She just has a sense of equanimity, and she's a caregiver, and she has a sense of balance about things, a sense of comfort, you know. I really appreciate that because, and at that time when you're going through IVF and you're doing all of that and you're fraught with so much stress, you need that person who feels everything will be fine. And actually sometimes things are not fine, and she helps you get through that as well. So when I had one of my later miscarriages, she actually said that, look, you know, the DNA testing we do doesn't even touch the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
The body has a sense of what is not right for it, far greater knowledge of that than any testing we can do.
Really.
So if the baby has been miscarried, then the body has realized that this is an unfit pregnancy and has rejected it.
Yeah.
So, you know, it would be wrong to try and force your body to have it. So
that's so wonderful.
Yeah, she's really amazing. You know, she's got a great sense of balance between, you know, what she's really pushed the medical frontier. She's been at the forefront of research. She was the first person to do IVF in India. Yeah. So she's really cutting edge medically, but she also has great deep trust in, like she said, in
nature,
in mothers, in the body's ability to
and the fact
know
that
itself.
Each to their own. Every person, every child, every individual is unique.
And really, actually, Rajesh and Firoza make an incredibly great couple, because for the two of us, we were embarking on something quite not just unusual, but for us quite frightening because of the sort of media glare we are surrounded by, the kind of newness of what we were doing and how it would be, like Tushar said, perceived and taken. And Rajesh actually was a great support to us, because actually, you know, in terms of like how you deal with surrogacy and how you deal with assisted reproduction, makes all the difference to everybody else who's at the receiving end of that information. And so, you know, when we decided that we wanted to tell everybody how Azad was born, and
you didn't want to hide it.
He helped us through all the, you know, stages of, right when we started the decision for surrogacy. Every meeting we had with lawyers, we always had Firoza and Rajesh there to say, you know, what do you think we should do? What is legally the right thing? What is emotionally going to be important for us? So they have been an incredible support to us. You know?
And I think, you know, you touch upon the fact that it's always holistic, right? And I think there's also you know, the need to talk to sometimes a professional when it comes to anything that you're doing with your body. There's also a mind implication, right? So to have the balance of the somebody who's a professional in that department as well is so important.
Yeah, so actually it's quite fortunate that, you know, Firoza and Rajesh are partners, because they really complement each other in many ways. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And just as you guys complement each other.
I also want to talk about Tushar. I think that, you know, Tushar is an amazing guy. I think he's shown so much courage, strength, dignity, grace, you know, in being very open about the fact that, you know, he's had a child and this is how he would like to have his family.
Yeah.
And I think that he will be such a inspiration to so many other single parents.
Absolutely.
You know, both men and women.
Yes.
So hats off to him.
And I think that's, you know, when you said everyone has a voice, I think, yes, everyone can use it, and hopefully breaking down those stigmas that have prevented so many people from speaking up. So this season is all about discussing topical family, parenting, women's and children's issues with a view to helping bring about positive change. And if I'm honest, my dream had been to have both of you as my finale guests, because I really believe you both are huge catalysts for change. Couldn't have ended the show on a better note. As I say, that what's the point of all the talk if there's no walk? So part of what we're trying to do is we're running an auction to raise funds for an NGO of our guest's choice. So is there any NGO you'd like to auction this beautiful stool for?
Oh yeah, sure. I think we'd like to give it to Naam Foundation, you know, the foundation which Nana Patekar runs.
Yes.
They're also doing excellent work in Maharashtra with farmers and helping them out. So we'd like to auction this for them.
Keep smiling.
Maybe we should make a smiley.
Thank you. Coming up, some of our guests share their thoughts on how each one of us can make a difference
I think, Tara, it's very important to defocus from ourselves and see how we can improve some people's life in whatever we are qualified to do.
Hope is what gets you through all these situations. Time heals, and it just feels like it's too much to handle when it's happening. But if you're optimistic and if you have that hope, everything falls into place.
And it's always encouraging to receive feedback that in our own small way, our show is helping bring about positive change.
Hope that we see a lot more content like this actually out there, because this is not stuff that you can Google, right? So it's nice. I'm happy to be a part of something like that.
Through the season, we've met many people who are doing wonderful work to help bring about positive change. We decided to meet a few people who are going beyond their call of duty to really help impact the lives of many.
I think, Tara, it's very important to defocus from ourselves and look at the good and the bad in people.
Yeah.
And see how we can improve some people's life in whatever we are qualified to do. I think that is the way of bringing the social impact very close and very quickly.
My only advice would be never compromise on your passion. You make mistakes and learn from them. Don't be shy of making mistakes. As children or as youngsters, we're never left to explore ourselves, what's good or what's bad. We're always taught, we're always fearful of things, which I faced as well. But I made my mistakes. Somehow I had the courage to make mistakes. I think the core has to be really honest. The other things can be taken care of.
You don't need to be an activist to save the earth.
Absolutely.
You can be a writer, you can be an actor, you can be a poet, you could be anybody. But as long as you bring that consciousness and that awareness that what your choices, your actions have a connection and a repercussion with the environment, then you will start making better choices.
And I've started this trust and foundation called Healing Touch. The mandate of this trust is to get large amounts of funds and only help children with critical illnesses where there are major costs and major impacts to a child's life. It's a very sad thing to see your children suffer, but it's a greater tragedy when parents can't afford appropriate treatment. So I think there has to be a community awareness that for relatively small amounts of money, a lot of lives are lost. So this is an effort, and it'll be very easy to help a large number of families with children who are suffering from major illnesses.
I would only say that in India, we don't believe in it, but I think people should go through counseling.
Yes.
When they are going through tough.
Absolutely.
I didn't, but I think you should. It helps.
To have people on your side, you gotta be on your side, and you gotta have the confidence to tell the world what you've done. My case was a bit different, but Dr. Firoza Parekh and her strength and her willingness to help has brought me to this point where I have my son at home, waiting for me, healthy, happy. I never really planned to bring about societal change or change the fabric of Indian parenthood or anything. I did it for myself. If it's broken boundaries and if it's going to help people, but if they're feeling encouraged to feeling empowered and now finding a path to go ahead and do this, I think that's great.
God has still given me a life, so I'd rather live it to the fullest and enjoy myself as much as I can, rather than just feel depressed and stay at home. I think everybody needs to be more aware of different people who have different needs.
First Moms Club was a community that started on Facebook. I always wanted to connect to the woman behind the mother because I feel that she has a lot of potential and she can do so much more with herself and in turn becoming a better mother because she's happier with herself. There'll be no preaching, no judgments, and it's just what you want in your life, to be a happy mom.
Not all funds are focused purely on financial gain, right? There are social impact funds, etc. And there's no reason that we can't bring together a bunch of LPs or limited partners who invest in funds to create a fund who themselves may have at one point been in that situation of perhaps either being mompreneurs or being entrepreneurs who were balancing parenting and entrepreneurship at the same time, and have the objective of the fund be to support such entrepreneurs.
For me, the most important thing is that mindsets have to change and people have to believe in changing rather than only talking. You can lose your heart at times, you can get a little frustrated at times, but never lose hope.
Hope is what gets you through all these situations. Time heals, and it just feels like it's too much to handle when it's happening, when you have that obstacle, when you have that hurdle. But if you're optimistic and if you have that hope, everything falls into place.
Being the finale, I was looking through some of the feedback we've received from various platforms, and it's really been overwhelming. Thank you all. It's your contributions by coming and being guests on our show that have really made all this possible. Here's a little bit of what people have had to say.
It's a pleasure to be on the Tara Sharma show, and this is a show which I feel is fantastic. It's making a lot of positive difference to the society, and what I like the best about the show is it's a very honest show. It's like, you know, one-on-one conversation you have with your mommy friend.
It's good to be here and see and hear different opinions that kind of come across, and as Tara also put it, there's nothing is right, nothing is wrong, and everybody has their own way of bringing up their children.
I hope that we see a lot more content like this actually out there, because I think it's important for people to just talk about, you know, things, and especially, so this is not stuff that you can Google, right? So it's nice. I'm happy to be a part of something like that.
I've been seeing her shows on YouTube, and being on one, it's an honor for me.
Some tips unknowingly might help you. So it's always great to be on such a show.
I think we're in a really nice place right now, as far as at least in the kind of circles that we are in, and we have the potential to be role models for younger parents and even for older parents. I think even older dads, it's never too late to
change.
Well, the Tara Sharma show is a blessing for working mothers like us who don't have time to read books with respect to the child development and so on. And each episode is so beautifully conceptualized and compiled that it's an experience on its own. To sum up in one word, the Tara Sharma show is fantabulous. I am in best phase of my life, and I'll cherish this moment for a lifetime.
So Virat, where would you like the proceeds of this auction to go?
To the Virat Kohli Foundation, for helping the underprivileged get better lives.
There's so many underprivileged kids out there that probably need a home, a shelter.
Yeah.
And I think they need to be provided for.
Make a difference.
Yes. We've had a great season with extremely interesting guests, conversations, and a real desire to help bring about positive change. But what's the point of all the talk if there's no walk? My point is, now that the season is coming to a close, it's a sad moment for all of us who've been working on the show. And we really hope to be back with many more seasons, and we hope you like them all. Touch wood. But the show will live on, and the desire and the action to help bring about positive change will hopefully be going on and on. Our first step towards that is the auction we've been running through the season, where our celebrity guests have chosen a piece of pepper fry furniture to auction for a cause of their choice. We'd like you to pick a piece of furniture.
That stool is lovely, yeah.
That the green stool behind.
I think that's very pretty. There's a colourful stool, which is I think is quite nice.
I have pepper fry.
Let's see. We'd auction to a charity of your choice.
Yeah, we can do it for this Cuddles Foundation. It's with sort of partnership with Tata Memorial. It's for kids who are suffering from cancer.
Be kind and compassionate. Love Sonam. Believe in yourself always. So Virat, where would you like the proceeds of this auction to go?
To the Virat Kohli Foundation, for helping the underprivileged get better lives.
I hope we raise lots of money for the Virat Kohli Foundation.
Hopefully. Make a difference.
Yes.
The main cause in my house is World for All, which looks after stray animals.
If you could sign it and put any message. And this is going to go to Tata Memorial. Live life. That's great.
Yep.
Love Imran Hashmi.
Yes.
World for All, I think, would be our charity of choice. They look after stray cats and dogs, and they do a really good job, so I can vouch for them.
I think there's so many underprivileged kids out there that probably need a home, a shelter.
Yeah.
And I think they need to be provided for.
Is there any NGO you'd like to auction this beautiful stool for?
Oh yeah, sure. I think we'd like to give it to NAM Foundation, you know, the foundation which Nana Patekar runs. They're also doing excellent work in Maharashtra with farmers and helping them out. So we'd like to auction this for them.
Thank you.
I think it'll be wonderful for us to contribute to the Wildlife Trust of India in Kaziranga.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, that's lovely.
Thank you, Tara. I love what you're doing with this show.
And I love all the stuff you're doing. It's mutual admiration club.
Yes, it is.
And as
But for all the right reasons.
please do bid for this auction by logging on to the Tara Sharma Show website or by logging on to the Pepper Fry Facebook page or the Tara Sharma Show Facebook page. Please bid, and we really hope that these contributions go a long way in helping bring about change for those organizations. So sadly, I won't be back here next Sunday to see you, but I'm sure I'm going to be back a few Sundays later with the new season of our show. And I have to say, through the season, we've also had lots of fun. We've talked about important issues, and we hope there will be positive change, but we've also had a lot of fun along the way. Here are some of those moments that have really brought a smile to our face, and we hope those moments do the same for you.
Cameras roll.
Silence!
3, 2, 1.
Ready.
We're back. Today we have a very, very special guest. Soha Khan. Here, sorry. Tongue tied. A superstar actor, John Abraham.
I think you're the sweetest and
Thank
you are actually the funniest co-star I've ever worked with.
Really?
I would wait on set and suddenly I'd hear someone say, hi. And I knew, she still does that? Okay, she still does that.
We'd like you to pick a piece of furniture from here. It's in this direction. It's very heavy, so let's see how strong you are.
The stool?
It's a really heavy stool.
Oh God.
No, don't.
This is getting messy, but
It wasn't supposed to be carried by you. I'm really sorry.
That's fine, I don't mind.
I made you really flex your muscles for the
a little
show.
bit of workout is not bad.
On a light note now, we wanted to do something to test your hands-on daddiness.
Oh my God.
On your mark, get set, pamper the teddy bear.
Just take this leg and pull this through like really hard.
Oh no, the potty's coming out.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at Superman. Oh, 1 second. I need to pull his bum up. Otherwise, he look like John Abraham from Dostana.
No, Kai. No. Then what do you want to become when you're big?
Cameraman.
A cameraman?
Actually, the one who holds the mic, I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because then I can hit it on the person who's talking on the mic's head. Mic man.
So on that note, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Ritesh. Farah, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
being
for
on
having
the
me,
show.
Tara. It was lovely.
Pleasure,
and now
as
you'll
always.
stop hounding me for at least 1.5 months.
No, you're coming.
Oh God, oh my God.
I promise you, I will not be hounding you for a while. For a while. Thank you so much, Rupert, for being on the show, and we look forward to having you on many more times.
Thank you very much.
Don't say anything till I ask you a question.
3, 2, 1, action.
And on this finale episode, we have some very special guests. We have Zen and Kai Sharma Saluja to talk about the impact that the show has had on them. Zen, Kai. Okay. So till we meet again, please do write into me on our social media channels, and for latest updates, do log on to our website. Bye-bye.
Cut.
Okay.